A very good evening, everyone from India, and also a great refreshing morning and vivacious noon to all the lively and lovely audience across the globe. I, Supriya Kumar Velan, welcome you all to our global talk show, Share Your Life Story Experience by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And this show inspires millions and zillions. Today, we have a woman of substance, Dr. Anastacia Lewis. Dr. Anastacia, welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And before I move forward in this lovely journey, let me apprise her. She is certified manager and graduated from the Insurance Institute in Toronto, Ontario as a chartered insurance professional, certified manager, CIP-CM, and also a platinum resident Anastacia. She established an international platform, the business of the 21st century. She is also the CEO of the Women's Empowerment Organization, that is WWENI. And if I talk about her, it's all accolades, a global group of women who seek to carry each other higher through mentorship and financial networking. Also, she is the CEO of a non-profit organization, Kingdom Global Community Outreach, which was born after Hurricane Dorian hit the Bahamas in 2019. And never not the least, she is an upcoming author of a new book, Master Leadership and Momentum. So, Dr. Anastacia, let's begin our journey. And before I ask another question, all people are love to get this answer about your life journey.
Yes, greetings. I want to say greetings from the Bahamas. I like to say the place where God lives. I'm excited about life. I am a woman. I am a wife. I am an entrepreneur. I'm also a mentor. I am a builder. That's one of the most important things I like to say. And I love to network because I do believe that there is power in networking because nobody has everything. I do believe that God has put something in everyone, and you and I are the missing piece to someone's puzzle. I do believe that. And so as we begin to speak and as we begin to network, we get to find out certain things, a whole lot of questions that you probably may have about business or family or anything pertaining to building or empowerment. As you begin to network, you find out in other people and the light bulb goes off. Because I always tell people there's nothing wrong with copying, you just have to copy the right cat. And as you begin and as you go higher, the only thing that's required of you is to always express or continue to operate in the spirit of gratitude. Always say thank you or go back and make a contribution to those who have helped you to build. And so that's my platform. And my platform is one of duplication. And one of reciprocation, because if I help you, you ought to help me. And so we ought not to be in a place wherein we are continuing to pour and not being poured back into, because you're gonna be sucked dry, and we don't want to do that, because you have to have enough life in you to continue on in purpose, in establishing legacies and establishing systems that people can duplicate. So that's what I'm all about. So I'm happy to have met you and to be able to be on this platform to share and to also let people know that we ought to step in spaces like this so we're able to meet people globally. And so welcome again from the Bahamas. and you are in India. So, you know, we have some business to do together. You know that.
Awesome. That's really great to hear. Uh, Really, I am impressed the way you said about your things and Bahamas. It's a great opportunity to do businesses. Definitely, we'll explore it in future. So everything is there. Dr. Anastacia, you are a leadership coach, but according to you, what is a leadership from a woman point of view?
Okay. Leadership is something very simple. It's just influence. And of course, you've heard if nobody is following you, you're just taking a walk. In leading, we're talking about identifying strengths in people and helping them to see where they can't see themselves, because a lot of times people have it in them, but they can't see it. So that leader is someone who recognizes the gifts and talents and the abilities that you have, and they push you to be able to see it. They allow you to get on platforms. A leader doesn't have a problem in pushing someone that they lead or mentor into the spotlight, because the point of the matter is there is no competition. For the mere fact of it is, I cannot do what you do and you cannot do what I do ever, because we are all wired differently. And so a leader is one who is unselfish. A leader is one who can edify. A leader is one who can say, I'm sorry, okay, I didn't mean that for this to happen. A leader is one who can see ahead and rectifies an issue before it becomes explosive. A leader is one who is a builder. And I think that's key in leadership building, because you do have leaders who just take from the people who are their mentees. And a lot of times, a lot of those persons don't recognize that they're being taken advantage of, and they're trying to figure out why they can't get to the next level. I believe that if I am connected to you, it should be for some sort of benefit. I should be able to benefit, and you should be able to benefit a whole scale, not just only physically or spiritually, but financially. Leadership should be able to adhere to the whole man. So everything that pertains to me should go to another level once I'm connected to the right leader. That's what, if you're going down in leadership, something is wrong. You have to be able to pull people up to a higher level. Otherwise, what is the purpose of the connection? So we have to check our connections to see exactly if we're connected right.
Wow, so true, Dr. Anastacia. I just agree with her and agree to you too that a leadership, when we talk about, it's not about only showing your bossy attitude, but with your deeds, you influence
Exactly.
others to follow you, to go towards your mission, towards your vision. And as you said, win-win situation. It should be win-win situation for a leader and his followers. So the
Yes.
win-win situation of financial helping, getting the accolades, laurels in all the fields. So fantastic answer, Dr. Anastacia. Hats off to you.
Yes.
Well, moving in my lovely journey with Dr. Anastacia, I would like to ask, as a strong entrepreneur woman, as a strong woman, what kind of challenges you faced in your life and how you took this challenge and overcome.
Okay, so here I don't think it's personal to me. I believe everybody have these same challenges. One of the challenges, especially as a woman, because we're talking about women in leadership and entrepreneurship, is the balance between what a woman should do or what a woman should do, what she shouldn't do, what she should say versus what she shouldn't say, how she should act, how she should be at home, how she should be at work, how she should be in her career, because the life of a woman is very demanding. But what happens is, if we don't know who we are, you would end up in a life that is not fulfilling. A lot of women end up in depression because they've never figured out what their true calling is or what they're supposed to be doing. A lot of women end up pouring and pouring and pouring and not being in a fulfilled life, and fulfilled not only mentally, but we're talking in their health, because stress causes sickness. And then not only in their health, we're talking about a lot of women are not seeing financial freedom and stability. And when we talk about wealth, we're talking about time freedom. We're talking about being able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, with whom you want to do it with. And so if you are not in the correct environment, you miss that. And so the challenge is specifically the law of recognition, recognizing who you're supposed to be connected with, what area you're supposed to be functioning, because a lot of people are functioning in the wrong area just because they don't have the courage to detach themselves from certain people just because they want to be a people pleaser. So you could be functioning in the wrong area and not understanding why. And a lot of the challenges too is basically all in your mind. Who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? And a lot of people are in a place where they don't have the courage to say no. So it's a major challenge, because you can be doing a good thing and not the right thing. And so the challenge is that the opposite of great is doing good things. And so we are, as human beings, we love to help people. I think it's a natural thing. But here's the challenge. The challenge is you cannot help everyone. That's the problem, because you're helping people to your detriment. You have to decide, here's the challenge, who am I going to spend my time with? Who am I going to pour into? Who am I going to mentor? Because the point of the matter is, if you don't find the person that you're going to pour into, who's going to carry it on after you die, you're going to be working in vain, because your work is supposed to be for your legacy for up to 4 generations. And so the challenge is you have to find out who are the people who support me? Where is my core team? And most people struggle with that for the mere fact of they just want friends. I personally just don't want friends. I want purpose partners. I want divine connections, because if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to be with people who know more than you, so you can learn, so you can get to the next level. Me personally, I had to figure that out. I had to recognize where I'm supposed to spend my time, what business I'm supposed to be doing, what purpose I am here for, and then I'm supposed to be able to understand who to spend my time with. That's a challenge in order to get these things done, because you hear it all the time. A lot of people, when they don't agree with your vision, they reject you. So you have to know what it is God has purpose in your belly, and you have to find the person who allows your baby to leap, because you can be around women and you can hear a conversation and you can hear something that resonates with you, and you be like, oh my God, I need to do that. Where are those purpose partners? Where are those people located to pour into you so that your creative juices continue to flow? That's a challenge. And so, and I do believe that it's a challenge that people face every single day. I'm getting better. I'm doing better with regards to that. So I know where to spend my time. So it's an ongoing thing, because as long as you're alive, you have to be able to be in a space to be open-minded, to be able to learn every single day. And at any point in time, you stop me, because, I speak. So you can interrupt me at any point in time in this conversation. Please know that.
It's really, really love to listening to you, Dr. Anastacia. And very correct you have said. All your points, I reciprocate the same. Time is money, time is value. And it's very, very important, crucial time that decides your destiny, that decides your success or failure.
Yes.
If you're spending your time with the people of the same feather flocks together, you are a winner. But if you waste your time, if you are keeping a company which demotivates you or which not are mentally matched, then you are the person who is wasting your precious time. And I do agree to your all points, where you are, what is your functional area, where you are supposed to be. A person should figure it out on her core areas, niche areas, and dart forward in life. So, very beautifully, you have answered this question. And I'm sure all the viewers who are watching us today are very much inspired by this answer, and they are going to take care of your advice, which you have given. Spend your time wisely with the people whom you want to spend, whom you understand, and who are ready to grow up with you together. So superb,
Exactly.
Dr. Anastacia.
Exactly.
Mind blowing, I will say this answer. All
Yes.
right. Dr. Anastacia, you work with the women empowerment, their upliftment. So can you throw light on this, how you work on the women empowerment?
Okay. What it is that I believe in results. I don't like hype because you can network with people, go to events over and over and over, and it doesn't profit you. I want to be in a space where, in whomever I connect with, definitely, a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but I will speak about it. You want to be able to benefit financially. And so, Woman Wife Empowerment Network is about bringing women in business together and to intentionally spend money with one another. I just want to keep it real and keep it direct, because you can be connected in a space, and like I said, you are pouring and pouring and pouring, and everybody else makes money and you don't make money. You don't want to be able to do that. You want to intentionally find people that you spend money with them and they spend money with you. It's a circle, it's a network. And a lot of times people don't really talk about it, and they talk about it behind people's back. We want to be able to bring it to the forefront. You are coming here initially understanding that yes, you came to network, but yes, you came to spend money with these businesses as well. I think that's so important because everybody has needs. A lot of women have children. A lot of women, if they don't own a home, or they may have to pay their rent. Everybody has to pay a light bill. Everybody has to pay a cable bill. So you don't want to come into a space where you feel abused or you feel used. It's not a good space to be. And so we want to bring it to the forefront that when you connect with people, always it should be that those persons are in that space to benefit financially. And that's what I want to always bring to the forefront of everything. And a lot of people are afraid to talk about money. I'm not afraid to talk about money. I'm here to network with you. How can you help me do business? And how can I help you to do business? I think that's important, very, very important. And in that you born relationships that last you forever, and it even lasts you generationally, because I've known of people once they come together and do businesses, even if the business owner dies and their children take over, those networks of persons still support their children in business, because those things were put in place at the onset of the relationship, and it was intentional and meant speak. And so we don't want to be in a place where we're assuming or you're just hoping someone supports you in business. No, you came here to intentionally spend money.
Wow, what a terrific answer you have given. That
Yes.
everywhere you have to see your financially independence. You came
Yes.
here for a business, and both the partners, whether you are doing a business or your woman empowerment you're doing, it should be a woman should be financially independent. She can think for a future. And the most important thing is a person should herself take initiative to stand on herself. So fantastic, Dr. Anastacia. I am sure all the women who are watching you today on this platform live, they all are inculcating a lot of confidence in their personality, and they're getting a lot of inspiration, because women, they have to move forward. They are superwoman. They have a lot of responsibilities being a wife, mother, daughter. and they are doing their roles super fantastically day and night. So you infuse a new confidence in all the women who are watching with us. Hats off to you, Dr. Anastacia. I
Thank
love
you.
this
Thank
answer.
you.
I love this answer.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. We all know you're a busy woman. You do a lot of social services, your leadership, you're an author, but still, what are your hobbies? We would love to know that.
Well, here's the thing. In life, I believe that if you're doing something that is a passion, sometimes it doesn't even feel like work. And so even as I'm working, I am still having fun. That's just how cool this is. And so if you're doing something, you know, you can incorporate it. I'm gonna give you an example. In my business, I was able to meet 4 gentlemen in the Bahamas, and they came to the Bahamas on yachts. They were doing business, and so they were having fun while they were doing business. And so it still ties back into the correct connections and the correct environment. So even as I do business, I am having fun. I love to travel, so I can travel and do my business at the same time. I love to read, so I'm always reading because I believe that there is no secret to success. Anybody who has achieved any level of success, you know what they did? They put it in a book. So I love doing that. I love doing social work. I love giving back to people. I love speaking. So even as I'm speaking to you, I'm having fun is a hobby too. I love, what else I love to do? I wish I could sew better, but I try, but no big deal. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But just simple things. I love to go to dinner, and still, as I do business, I'm going out to dinner. So I like going to nice restaurants. I love that. And so I love events. I love prayer breakfasts. I love women empowerment events. All of these I consider still hobbies while I'm doing it. So the key is, once you find your purpose in life and once you know who you are, you wouldn't feel like you have to balance yourself in anything, because once you have established wealth creation and financial freedom, you do what you want to do. There is no balances, because once you have made a decision and once you know who you are, you can easily say, yes, I can do this, or no, I can't do that. And so, but you have to find that place in you. And so if you are a woman who lack courage, you have to be around people who are courageous. So what, and so we're talking about going back to the law of recognition, recognizing where you're supposed to be, recognizing who you're supposed to be with and what you're supposed to be doing. And then automatically you can tap into purpose, you can tap into your career, you can tap into entrepreneurship, you can tap into your hobbies, you can tap into whatever you want to do once you know who you are, because you are the boss. You make the shots, you make the decisions. So that's what people have taught me just by being in the right environment. And I want to stress that so much, because when you are in the wrong environment, you make wrong decisions. A lot of times people pray and they ask God for God to show them their divine connections. And when they find the divine connections, because it's work or they feel a little bit of heat, they run. You have the answer. You have the answer. And I believe most people know. But it's the point of the matter is, I say this and I say this all the time. Whomever has your ear controls your life. So you have to be so careful in who is speaking into you, because you become a product of your environment. And so I made it a point not to be around negative people. I cannot do it. I will not succeed in business because I'm only going to hear problems versus solutions. If there's a problem, and I tell people, if you come to me, mind you, I think that's a hobby too, finding solutions to problems. That may be a hobby for me too, because I like to do that. If there's a problem, okay, let's figure this thing out. And sometimes I smile, I go to sleep, I say, okay, I'm taking a nap until I figure out what it is. And here's the thing, wealth is tied up in these problems. Wherever there is a problem, there is an opportunity for wealth, but people run from the problems. You can't run from and I think that has become a hobby of mine. You asked me about hobby, but That's what it is. And so I really have fun in doing that because it's a challenge for me. I'm challenged to try and figure out what else can this brain think about? What else can I try and figure out um, what to say, what not to say? But, once you are in a place where you know who you are and you have obstacles, they go away. They go away. They really do. It's a
I do agree.
mindset.
I do agree, Dr. Anastacia. Whatever you have said, it's 200% true. Because first thing you said about love what you do and do what you love, and 100%. Like I love speaking, so I never get tired, even if you keep 10 or 100 sessions, because I love to interact with
Wow.
people. I love to talk. I love to solve their problems, counseling, and all. So
Exactly.
it's a passion, which is burning
Yes.
desire. It comes from my heart, and I need not to get tired for that. And very true, Dr. Anastasia. Refrain yourself from the negative people. That's what I do believe. If you keep in continuous company of the negative people, definitely they are going to pull you down. And your company decides what your personality is. If you be,
Exactly.
it's Dr. Anastasia, like I can give you an example. If you keep the basket of fresh apples, and in that, if you kept one rotten apple, after 2 days, your all fresh apples are going to turn into water. So it's like our company. If we keep the company with the happy people, easygoing people, we will always be filled with positivity, and a zeal and zest should always be there. But if we keep ourselves with a negative environment, negative people, we are going to lose our identity. In fact, this is very, very true. So thank you so much for giving
Yes.
such golden nuggets to our audience, and our audience is really, really liking this. I can check in the comments also. So they're really liking this journey with you. All right. So moving in my lovely journey with Dr. Anastacia, my next question is, what is your mission in life?
Okay. I know I am a builder. I know that. And how I got to find it out from early, I'm gonna tell you, let's go back to my childhood. And in school, I was always the person to stand up for the person who was being taken advantage of, because in school children get bullied, and I would see people bullying children, and I would deal with it. So but I understood later when I got into business, I understood that that was leadership. I remember in a school, in a class that I was in, I had a problem with something the teacher was teaching, because I've always been proactive, taking a lead and getting things ahead of time as I studied for my exams, and I was able to get mock exams. And I was noticing that the teacher was teaching stuff that was not on the mock exams. And so I said, what you are teaching is not on these mock exams. Of course, I got through all of the class,
Okay.
but but the point of the matter is, once I got in the principal's office, I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, principal. What this teacher is teaching, I merely just asked a question based on that I've already gotten the mock exams, and I've sat in 3 sessions that had nothing to do with what is on this exam. So I just needed clarification because I want to pass my exam. And can I tell you, when the principal questioned the teacher was not teaching the curriculum, and the teacher got fired. Now listen, everybody else in the class was complaining, but they didn't have the guts or the courage to address it. And so I learned that, and I was trying to figure out why I have to be the person to be addressing these wrongs. And I didn't understand that it was leadership until even when I got into business and I tapped into my business, everybody was telling me, well, no, it doesn't work. So I'm like, why? And they couldn't in depth tell me why it didn't work. So I dived in it myself, and guess what? It worked. It is so important to know who you are and to dive into all the questions. And so my mission and my purpose in life is to let people know you have to dive into yourself and stop listening to people. You know you have a gift. You have a gift. And so you have to recognize what your gift is and tap into the people who can stir up the gift in you. And a lot of people are just around people who we call yes men, who are agreeing with you with everything. I don't want people around me who agree with everything I say. There's nothing wrong with challenging what I'm saying, because I need to make sure that I'm doing the right thing as well. And if you ask me a question, and if I'm not able to really say, well, you're right, why am I doing this? Hold on, why am I doing this? What result am I gonna get from doing this? And if I dive into that and I see that I'm not getting any results, I'm going to shift. But I'm not offended because somebody asked me to check something out. And so most people are in that place that is called illusory superiority, meaning they think they know more than they actually do. No, this is a learning process. You learn every single day, and I do not want yes men around me. It's important. You're not going to be a good builder. You need strong people around you. And with that being said, I want to be able to identify the right set of people, the right team. Anything that you're doing that's of significance, of importance, you need the right team, because some people are committed and some people are just attached. You have to know the difference between commitment and attachment. And so because people are poured into me, I have to duplicate that onto everybody who I meet. And so that's my mission and my purpose in life. I'm a builder. So if somebody puts a project in front of me, I'm gonna build that. That's my job. I am a builder. I'm going to figure it out. And mind you, when you know who you are, you get attacked. And most people run from the attacks. It's okay. People are going to talk whether you do good. People are going to talk whether you do bad. But the point of the matter is, while they are talking, make sure that you can take care of your family while they're talking. You see what I'm saying? And so you just have to learn to ignore the noise and function anyways. Because I've always said to people, and even my team members and leadership, anybody who I'm connected to, I will not apologize to my children for not functioning. Whatever you are doing, doctor, and whatever I am doing, it's supposed to carry on even after we are gone. So we have to really pay attention. In life, this is no rehearsal. You only have one chance. You can't do this again. This is it. So we have to pay attention to what it is that we are doing. So I'm speaking with intention. I don't believe that I met you just by chance. I don't believe that. Anytime God allows you to meet somebody, I have to figure out why am I connected to you? And you have to figure out why you put me on this platform, and we have to figure that out. That's what we have to do. Nothing just happens.
Superb. And I will say, Dr. Anastacia, why you are here on this platform to inspire others, to inspire our live audience, to inspire every single woman who feels low today. And you have inspired successfully everyone, including me. So once again, thank you so much from the bottom core of my heart for coming over here, sharing your life experience and giving in your each and every answer, the positive vibes, you can say, you can have given a lot of zest to each and every one. We all are happy today, and we have got n number of golden nuggets, which you can say, and everybody is going to follow your advice. I'm so happy to host you once again. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So we have arrived at the end. But
we are at the end.
No, it's not an end. It's a journey of a lovely starting journey, I will say. The thing is, learning is a continuous process. As Dr. Anastacia said, we need to learn each and every moment. We need to love and live life, because life is very, very short and unpredictable. So live life, be happy, What are the nuggets Dr. Anastacia have shared today? Follow that, make your life the beautiful one, and don't forget to love yourself, to work on yourself, because ultimately it is you who will either suffer or either make yourself or break yourself. So it is all in your hand, either to make yourself or either to break yourself. So follow Dr. Anastacia and make your life rich, happy, and healthy. Thank you so much. Good night from India.